Jai Hind, my dear students. So welcome back in my class. So today's topic is temperate grassland. Okay. So beta, the word temperate grasslands means very vast land covered with grasses. Okay. So big lands are there. Those lands are covered with grasses. Okay. So we will divide this temperate grassland into two main parts. Okay, that is, one is northern hemisphere and second one is southern hemisphere. And as I hope so you know where is northern hemisphere located and where is southern hemisphere located. Okay, I will give you an example. Suppose that this is our earth. As I have already told you that earth, one imaginary line, that is equator. This equator divides the earth into two equal hemispheres, and this upper portion is known as southern hemisphere and the lower portion is known as, upper portion is known as northern hemisphere and lower portion is known as southern hemisphere. So these are the two hemispheres. So temperate grassland is also divided into two main parts, that is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Now in northern hemisphere, where it is at what part it is extended. So first is Asia, then we have Europe, then we have North America. Okay. So these are the portions where northern hemisphere is located, and then is southern hemisphere. So in southern hemisphere, where it is located, South America, New Zealand, then we have South Africa. So in northern hemisphere, these are the places across northern hemisphere where this temperate grasslands are located, and in southern hemisphere, so these are the places, these are the countries where these temperate grasslands are located. Okay, so this was the main part of this. Now we are going to learn about its climate, okay, its vegetation, its wildlife and life. So we are going to learn about, number one topic is your climate. Okay, then number two is vegetation. And number three is your wildlife. And number four is your life. So these are the main topics we are going to discuss in this chapter. So first come into a climate. So we will divide this climate into two main portions. That is, number one is southern hemisphere. Okay. And number second is northern hemisphere. As I already told you that this temperate grassland is divided into two equal hemispheres, that is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So we are going to learn about climate in that same condition, southern hemisphere and northern hemisphere. So in southern hemisphere, how will be the climate? The climate will be moderate. Okay, why it will be moderate? Because these portions are nearer to sea. Okay, sea के किनारे है, तो this portion will experience moderate climate. Okay, so northern hemisphere will experience extreme hot and extreme cold climate. Okay, यहाँ पे अगर ठंड पड़ेगी तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा पड़ेगी, और अगर गर्मी पड़ेगी वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा पड़ेगी. ओके, एंड देन वी विल हैव अ लिटिल रेनफॉल. ओके, लिटिल रेनफॉल मतलब थोड़ी थोड़ी रेनफॉल होगी बट ज़्यादा नहीं होगी. एंड इन दिस सर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर वी विल रिसीव अ सफिशिएंट अमाउंट ऑफ रेनफॉल. ओके, सफिशिएंट रेनफॉल होगी यहाँ पे, यानी कि ठीक ठाक, ना ज़्यादा कम ना ज़्यादा. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द सफिशिएंट रेनफॉल एंड हेयर लिटिल rainfall will be here. Okay, so the second thing is vegetation and wildlife. Vegetation. Okay, let's talk about vegetation first. So here we have two type of grasses. Number one is tall and then we have short grasses. Okay, now tall grasses will be there where there is heavy rainfall. Okay, or you can say sufficient rainfall. That means in southern hemisphere there will be a tall grasses, sufficient rainfall will be here, and short grasses are will be there where there is a little rainfall. Okay, so these are the vegetation. So two types of tree grasses are found there, tall grasses and short grasses. Tall grasses are there where is sufficient or you can say heavy rainfall, and short grasses will be found there where there is a little rainfall. And in southern hemisphere, or you can say in southern part, we have trees also. Okay, so trees are also grown here because nearer to the sea, as all the rivers falls into sea, so there the soil will be rich in minerals. So the trees, the grasses where they are grown, they are with full of minerals with them. Okay, so that is why trees are also grown there. Now we will talk about wildlife. So how will be, which those animals which are found here, or which are those animals which are found in this area. Okay, so there are rodents. Now you will ask me, ma'am, what are rodents? Rodents are the mammals type of animals. Okay, small mammals are here, small mammals. Now what are those small mammals? Like rat, squirrel, okay, so these animals will be found in this place. Okay, then we have elephant also. North America, okay, in North America we will have lion, elephants and many more wild animals are found here. Then in South America, or you can say and in Australia grasslands, so what are the animals which we will found here? Like koala bears, koala bears. Then we have kangaroos. So these are the wild animals, and many more they have given you in your book. You can read from that. So many more wild animals are also found in this place. Okay. So last topic is your life. So as I have told you that this area is rich with soil. Why rich with soil? Because this southern hemisphere, all the rivers coming from all the part of the world, they falls into a sea and make a gulf. I have told you that this area is rich with minerals because of its soil, and the rivers which flows from the other part of the country falls toward the south part of an area. So there they deposit all their silts. So soil in that place is very rich in minerals. So the main occupation here is agriculture. Okay. Agriculture is the main occupation. People, those who are living here, or you can say farming. Okay. So different kinds of foods, or you can say different kinds of crops are grown here. So what are those crops? Corn, wheat, barley, okay, etc. And many more crops are here which are grown in this area. Okay. So oats is also there, soybean is also there. Okay. So this is the life of the people living in a temperate grasslands. Okay. Then the one more important topic is also there, that is prairies of North America. Now North America, vast grasslands in North America are also known as prairies. Okay. So the major occupation of people living in this prairies region are farming, agriculture. Okay. So we have big farms where the farmers produce crops here, and this area is also known as the wheat basket of the world. Why wheat basket of the world? Because corn, wheat are grown in large number. Okay. And they are exported to the other countries also, so that wheat which are grown there in surplus amount, it can be spread in all over the world. So this was also one of your important topic, prairies of the North America, and it is also known as the wheat basket of the world, and I have explained you why it is known as the wheat basket of the world. And in this place cattle are also one of the important animal which are grown here, and they are used for multiple purpose, like they are for milk product. All the milk product which we get there is from these cattle. Okay. So my dear students, this was your temperate grassland, this was your chapter. Okay. So I finished my topic here. I will meet you in my next video with some exciting topics, and for the time being, try to do the exercise of the chapter and try to solve the question answers of the chapter. Thank you and Jai Hind.